Okay, so we're here today. We're going to be talking finances. We're going to be talking investing. We're going to be talking savings. If you're not sure how to talk with that stuff with your kids, we've got a kid here. This is Josie.
Hello.
So if you want a kid's perspective, there we go. Now we can learn to talk about investing with your kids. Stay tuned.
It's kind of boring.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Roy and welcome to my channel, 40 and Broke, where we're all about getting out of debt, saving, investing, and getting our finances under control so we can live the life we've always dreamed of. Because that's what it's all about, living the life we've always dreamed of. So we'll be here today, as you see with the intro, we're jabbering with Josie.
Hello.
So we're going to be talking investing, we're going to be talking Finance Fridays, like Finance Friday, and that right there, I might edit some fireworks in there, but if I don't, use your imaginations. So, all right, what I'm going to do quick is I'm going to do my shout outs before I forget them. So first shout out, the budgeting bird, Allison, I believe her name is. I've been seeing her all over the place lately. So she's another cash stuffer. She's very supportive of everybody. So let's go over, let's give her some love. Check out her channel, show the support back. The other one, Hands and Bands. She is everywhere. She does freebie Fridays. And once again, she's just another one that just gives so much support. I mean, when she first found out about my likes challenge, she was on Instagram just pushing my video hard, trying to break the bank with the likes. So she's another great channel. Go check her out. And the last one is Invest for Tomorrow with Kaye. So now I know a lot of people that do the cash stuffing. They're new to investing and they say, I don't know where to start. I don't even know what stocks to look at. Check out Invest for Tomorrow with Kaye. He breaks down a lot of stocks. He analyzes them. He does a lot of the due diligence on them. He does a very good job. He tells you where to look, how to look, and it will get your foot in the door for investing, and it'll start showing you that this is how to invest. This is how to find these companies. This is how to find these stocks, things like that. So those are my three shout outs for today. And now we're going to get to it. We're going to get to the challenge, the likes challenge first. So I had 54 likes. I had one super like. And so that's 55. And then you want to hand me those cards there? Yep. The ones you're throwing everywhere.
They're fun.
Okay, so we're going to do a magic trick. I watched some joke stuff today, and it was, what did the fisherman say to the magician?
What?
Pick a card, any card.
How is a tree and a dog the same? Oh, how are a tree and the dog the same?
I don't know.
They both lose their bark once they're dead.
So we got a 5. We know we keep going till we get at least 10. So there's 5. And an 8. So we got 13. So 55 plus 5, that's 60. Plus the 8, that's 68. So 68, and I was at 679. So 679 plus 68 is, what's that? 640. 679 plus 68 would be 739, 747. So that will put my emergency fund at $747. That was some pretty good math right in my head. Boom, math. So we're going to toss these up here. Oh, you can toss those right back there. All right. So the moment you've all been waiting for.
What moment?
Talking investing with your kids.
Man.
Yeah, that. Here's the thing. Most people that have kids, so we're going to say parents, the cool parents, want to talk to their kids about saving and investing. What I think it'll be like when I want to talk to Josie about investing. Josie, you want to talk investing?
Sure!
What it's really like when I talk to Josie about investing. Josie, you want to talk about investing?
No, loser, go away.
Yeah.
Frickin' nerd.
What would you say to those parents that don't know how to talk to their kids about saving and investing? Ready, go.
Well, I'm not really sure what to say. I don't really pay attention to much of this. I just like being on camera.
There you go. So put your kids on camera and then talk about saving and investing while they're there.
As long as they're okay with being on camera.
Or if they're not.
No, that's not good. Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So if they're not on camera and they don't like being on camera, bad advice. But if they like being on camera, good advice.
Yes.
So I would say one thing to do is to make it interesting.
Yeah.
So now something that you're interested in. So you're interested in animation, graphics,
Yeah, I
type
want to
stuff.
do art stuff.
But it's stuff like that, or the gaming stuff and stuff like that. So how do you teach your kids about saving? Well, don't buy them everything. Rule number 1, don't buy your kids everything they want. So now there's going to be stuff that they want, and they're like, how can I get this? So they're going to start thinking outside the box. So they're going to start thinking, I need more money. How can I earn more money? So what would you say is one way to earn more money?
Well, for some people, doing chores. For others, getting a job. I have a friend who has a job. I do not, but, So your parents' wallet, please. Actually, no, don't do that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Carter did with Uncle Chad.
What?
When he was a little kid, Uncle Chad has a jar full of quarters. So Carter kept saying, I want to go to the store. They're like, well, you don't have any money. He'd come back with a handful of quarters. And they're like, oh, where'd you get those? And he'd come back again with a handful of quarters. Well, this happened like 3 times. They're like, where are they getting the quarters? They watched him. He was going into Uncle Chad's room and grabbing a handful of quarters out of Uncle Chad's jar and bringing them back. And look, I got money. So, yeah, there's always that. That's horrible advice. But, yeah. So what you want to do is you want to make it fun for the kids. And with the investing part, investing is hard because kids aren't seeing the long term.
Yeah.
To her, old is 17.
No, it's not.
19.
I joke about them being old, but I don't actually think that they're old.
Yeah, right. But but I mean, 19 years old is a long ways for you, right?
Doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't?
I wish it was.
Yeah, well, it'll go by quick.
No.
It'll go by quicker than you think. You think it's going to go fast, and it's going to go by even faster. Oh, man, it'll be great. It'll be great, and then I will have a study.
What are you going to do with all my stuff?
The barn.
Put all my antiques in the barn?
Well, yeah, it's an antique barn.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, now the one thing we were talking about the one day, we were talking about investing, setting up the M1 account, which I have not done yet. But you were telling me you wanted to set up. You had, what were the 2 stocks you were talking about? Roblox. I remember Roblox was the one. They're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. And the other one was that Chinese gaming company, NetEase.
NetEase, even though they're not a good company. Like they've done some bad stuff, but this was the first thing I thought of.
Oh. Well, I got those two on my watch list. So there's stuff like that. I mean, you want to make the saving and investing interesting, which is my biggest takeaway. So saving up for something that you want, because then, like with your Nintendo Switch, not very often that you lose that. You spent $300 of your own money.
And also it's hard to lose.
And it's hard to lose, yeah, I guess. But it was your money that you spent that on, and hey, it took me a while to save up this money to be able to buy this. When talking to it, kids, don't try to bring it as an adult, because kids don't think 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 years in the future. I can tell you all day long that if you save X amount of dollars per month for so many years, in 50 years, you'll have so many $1 million. Even as an adult, my mind really don't comprehend that far into the future. So
I'll just save up stuff until I find something I really want.
See? And then it's saving. But you want to teach your kids that you want to save. You don't want to just spend it. Like when you were younger, you wanted to save. If you wanted it, that's what you were buying. Like, no matter the cost, whatever it was, your mom had to be like, no. But where I was like, I'm like, hey, that's a life lesson. You want to spend $20 on that dumb thing right there? Now you're broke. So there we really have it. Not a whole lot of huge tips, I guess. But basically it was find ways to make it entertaining for the kids.
Yeah.
You know? So Josie didn't give us much input today.
I did not.
So now, since she did not give us any input for the video, we're turning it over to her.
Say what?
I don't know, entertain us.
What's your guys' opinion on fashion history? Or I like my favorite things of fashion history.
You gotta look at the
flash. I like the late 1700s. I also like the 1830s and the 1850s and the 1880s. And I also like the early 1900s, like Edwardian stuff. I also like the 1920s and the 1940s and the 1980s.
There's one lady on here, Kathy, her daughter Ari. She has a sinking fund for a corset.
I like those.
So she's got...
When I'm old enough, I'm going to get one that's fit right to my body so I can wear one that's like an actual corset.
I think that's what she's saving up for, because I want to say
they're expensive.
I want to say her corset envelope has over $100 in it.
Yeah, because they're all they have to be handmade.
Yep.
They're safe, but they're going to be good quality, you know. My favorite kind of corset is Edwardian, because I like the shape. It's very unique. It reminds me of an S, the silhouette. Dudes wore corsets too. They weren't dangerous. They were just stuff people wore. Tight lacing didn't become a thing until the early 1900s, and it was only really common in a very small percentage of people.
Are you done being on the spot? Or do you want to keep going?
I don't know. I like bold silhouettes when it comes to fashion. Like, stuff that is super recognizable.
Like my shirt?
No.
I like my shirt. I think it's very fashionable.
1980s fashion is basically just remade 1940s fashion with a twist.
And big hair.
Big hair was kind of a thing.
A big hair was more than just kind of a thing in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It was the thing.
I know, I'm saying in the 40s it was kind of a thing, but not a lot.
I'm going to start dressing up in the gangster suits like from the 1920s. I think that'd be pretty cool. Or as the kids say nowadays, it'd be sick. Totally sick. That'd make me a sicko.
Yeah, I was just more historically stuff, but don't have a lot of stuff to do it. But I'm just chilling with what I'm doing right now. Vibing. A lot of my fashion inspiration is 80s goth stuff. So sorry if I sound really weird. I have a thing in my mouth, so expander.
It's like a rack for her teeth. Like, imagine Braveheart where they're pulling his body apart. They're just pulling her teeth in.
No, they're pushing them apart.
I thought it was pulling them in.
It's expander. My upper jaw is too small, so they're expanding it.
Also, it's exactly like the thing on Braveheart. It's like a torture device.
It doesn't really hurt.
That doesn't hurt. It's a torture device
pressure.
that doesn't hurt.
It's pressure.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up because who knows how long it's been going. So, all right, everybody. Like challenge. One more. Thumbs up for that.
Give it a super like. Come on!
Or we got the super likes. So we got thumbs up for the likes challenge. All right, everybody. Go check out those channels I talk about. Check out the Budgeting Bird Hands and Bands, Invest for Tomorrow with Kaye. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. How many people can say their kids have an altar in their room
It's not
with... Oh, can you read it? Blood of the innocents.
It's not an altar.
Yeah. Sweet.